Good morning, guys. As you can already see by the title, this guide is all about contesting objectives, right? You can't always go to the car and hope that there is no Jason around or no traps. Some Jasons are bad, they do not trap the phone box and, they just go on a sightseeing tour. But when push comes to shove, this guide is what you need to get the job done. Now, I know many of you think that you're doing it right, but in reality, in 300 hours of play, I have seen maybe not even 10 people that have a clue about how to push an objective right in quick play. So even if you think you're doing it right, unless you're watching this video with like in a couple of months from now, the answer is you're probably doing it wrong and this will fix it. Okay? So I'm gonna segment the guide into like passively contested objective, that means they're trapped, and actively contested objective. That means Jason is there and you can absolutely push any objective in his face and he can't do anything about it as long as all people involved know what they're doing, right? So I'm starting off with quick things you should know so you always have them in the back of your head. Alright? Let's start off with the most important one. Any objective can be done 100% reliably, even against the best, even against the best of Jason, when three people work together. Work together, and he tries everything in his power, like he's actually there, everything to prevent it. Okay? If you play it right, there is absolutely nothing any Jason can do to prevent you from activating that objective, from doing the phone call, from getting the car started and leaving. There's nothing you can do. So, the fuse always spawns close to the phone box. That means there is no need to go on an epic fuse journey from the bottom right to the top left of the map. It's always close. The phone box does not need power to operate. Now that for the younger folks that might sound weird, but it's actually true. Back in the day, the phone, like maybe with your grandparents you will see, a classic landline phone does not need power. The current is in the landline itself. The Tommy Jarvis objective. It has a bug that if the power is cut to the antenna, it will show as being, as if he was called. It's a bug that shows Tommy called when power is off. I mean, of course, it could be called and then the power was turned off, but many times you will see Tommy Jarvis never spawn, although it's checked marked, that it means the objective has no power. The baseball bat has 100% chance to stun. So for the love of God, you little AJs and Deborah, stop running around with fucking machetes, okay? Machetes is if you want to demask. Baseball bat is when you want to get shit done. Now, in a perfect world, Of course, baseball bats aren't hanging from trees, right? So you gotta do with pans and wrenches. Well, try at least wrenches. Flare guns are essential. Well, somewhat essential for the phone box. They're best used there, but also, they're good at the car, wherever. There's many places where you rather want a range stun to open up. There is no redundancy. That means for objective parts. That means if there is only one car, that means there's only one battery on the map. There's only one fuel on the map. Well, technically there's always two fuel on the map because it's either two cars or car and boat, okay? It means that there's only one set of keys. There's always only one fuse, alright? So if you see the battery, pick it up, clean, finish the house you're in, maybe one more house if you're, you found it really early, but then get your ass moving towards that. And then start, gathering the gang. Alright, I've already prepared a little bit. The most critical question is, of course, where are the damn parts? Okay, so now each map, this is Higgins, by the way, like a quick draft of Higgins. Each map has 4 subtypes. We know this thanks to a lot of work of Geekboxing, shout out to him. He found out that the phone box location is predetermined and the maps are subtypes. That means, for example, sometimes instead of 2 houses, there are 3 houses. Sometimes instead of 4 houses like this, 4 houses are like this. And if you look at the map, you then know exactly, just looking at the map, where the phone box is, okay? Also, like, although it is clear that there is something like sectors in this map, it is not exactly clear to me how the sectors work, but through playing a lot, I have a good feeling like where I need to look for the parts, right? And I will try to convey this to you. So for like my rule of thumb is parts are always close to the objective. And the further out you go, the more unlikely it is. Right, let's say here in Blair's Cove there is a car. It is not uncommon for all car parts like key, gas and battery to be in these 4 houses and ready to go, It's not uncommon. And the second part would like, that's why I did the green circle, right? The second part you would see, okay, it's not all in Blair's Cove. Then you would not look here in Evergreen. No, that's not where you would look at the barn and the golden house. And if it's not there, you would then start here in Stillwater. Like actually Stillwater, it's like, let's call this a second circle. And then it could still be here, but that is really rare. Okay, that's how it works for car parts. The phone box is even more special. If the now let's say if the phone box is here, right, in Stillwater, that's one of the locations. Always has 4 locations, but let's say in this case it is here. You know that the fuse is here. Okay, you know that it's in one of these drawers. It's not here in the golden house. It's not in Blair's Cove. It's here, and that is how you have to see it. Just put like little, squares around it. Now sometimes, and if the phone box is here, then you would probably, then you're looking at something like, okay, this one is a bit different. I would still look at Evergreen. Okay, but for example, the phone box is in Blair's Cove, the fuse is in Blair's Cove. It's just how it is. Okay, the fuse is always close, one sector, while the parts for the cars and the boats, I would say, is the sector it is in. That is the most likely one, and the adjacent sectors. Okay, so if the car is here, I would not look in Evergreen for the battery. I would look at Stillwater, Barn, and Golden House. But there are some spots, maybe you know them on, I think it's Crystal Lake. I'm gonna do it really quick so you get an understanding, a feeling for how parts are dropped, okay? Because that's important because you don't want to spend 15 minutes. So here is a toilet, okay? The toilet that has 2 medkits. Then in this house you have 3 houses. This is possible phone box house. So P, okay? Then here you have the archery range, archery, and then here you have the service thing, right? That is a possible phone box thing. Then here you have the road, and then you have up to 4 houses arranged like this. Possible phone box house, okay? So now, the reason why you find the damn fuse so often in the toilet is because it works like this. It's also another house. If the phone box is here, this is a sector, this is a sector for this. Means the fuse is in this area. If the phone box is here, this is the area. If the phone box is here, this is the area. As you can see, not every building is only part of one sector. It can be part of several sectors, and the toilet is a perfect example. That's why so often you go happily into the toilet, open the drawer, and just to find the fuse, and fuck, now you have the responsibility, okay? Just as a quick how it goes. As a little addendum, like, do not do not be that guy that finds fuel next to the two-seater and then bring it all the way to the four-seater. Do not do that. Always bring the parts to the closest objective, okay? Because otherwise, like as I said, it's regional, right? So if you take the fuel from Blair's Cove and bring it up right there, that means the fuel from the four-seater will be eventually found and then has to be transported all the way down. Just drop it to the nearest objective. Now, what kind of escape is there? And since it's not so important, I already drew. We have police and vehicular. Police is usually the first target for Jason. He jumps there and traps it, okay? Contested with 3 people. It cannot be done solo against competent Jasons. It just cannot be done. You cannot get enough time to repair the fuse and make the call before he can break the phone box again. It's the best for everyone if you want everyone to escape and you want flare guns, many weapons. The vehicular escape, well, I would ask you to use the car as a distraction or to support the phone box repair and not escape with it. It can be fully armed, that means you can put people on the roof that have flare guns and stuff, but it can be soloed, even against good Jasons. It can be good soloed as long as you have enough repair and good combat power, but usually it's always better bring 2 people for the job. Okay, so you don't have to tank all the traps. Now all this talk about where to get the power, what to do, now how about getting the parts in, alright? Let's go. It's time to fight. So, let's say first Jason is not there, alright? Jason is only trapping. Trapping. So what can we do against trap? Do not use the fucking pocket knives to disarm that trap. It's never worth it. Rather go into them and die and give a fighter a knife before he dies. So the big so when you press interacting with an objective warps you, right? So for example, you are here, the phone box is there, you press E, boom, you go into this location, right? And then you're trapped. This does not need to be like this. If you put a person here, right next to the trap here, and the second guy comes in from here with the fuse and presses E, he repairs standing on that spot, never triggering these traps. Alright? It works on every objective. You can do the fuel with it, you can do the battery with it. Now furthermore, often you will see Jasons trap the door of a car. You don't need a second person for that. Just find the spot where you can enter the driver's seat, just don't activate it. You can enter it and the animation will not trigger the trap. Chips, get over here.
Do you need a healing spray?
No, yeah. Can you stand where I stand right now? Just stand where I stand right now, next to the trap. Don't go into the trap. Does that make your backhead main heart sad? Just drop me a medkit, I have none. You have a pipe? Are you in on the memes?
Oh, you know I have the dankest memes, my friend. Dankest.
See? He's ready with the pipe. Okay, you can join the hit squad. Okay. Alright, that's a big test here. You do not need to trigger any traps. The second one is if you have thick skin, the damage of a trap is reduced. what you simply do is step into 2 traps, you know, step into the traps, heal yourself. Alright? Since you're running around, that's one of the reasons I always say, right? Thick skin and medic. Med sprays are plentiful, and you remove the traps instantly. So what, if he's then coming? Because there's one golden rule about objectives that I will tell you. This is a big rule. Objectives are war zones waiting to happen. Alright? At some point during the match, someone will go to the objectives and try to clear it, and that is when battle occurs. Now, you could be that guy, that just sits as AJ in the fucking shack and waits for someone else to call the police, or you can prepare the war zone accordingly, right? What does it mean? How does a good war zone look like? A good war zone has many weapons. Think about how often did you pass a car with a weapon in your hand and then just go into the next house? Every time you do this is a mistake. Drop the weapon next to the car. You will find a new weapon in the next house, but when someone is coming in hot with the battery, he does not have a weapon. He needs one. That means if there is not one laying at the car, he needs to then go into a house to get one and be combat ready. Opposed to, put in the battery, and then he picks up a baseball bat from the ground or even a pen. Everything is better than nothing. Has many weapons. Has firecrackers. Right? Don't hog the firecrackers to throw them randomly at Jason. You don't need them. The objectives need them, and that is where your mates will be. If you have 3 medkits, drop a medkit near a combat zone, okay? Has many open windows. Has open windows next to it. Has the parts, and I mean all the parts, also the car keys, drop them. Has all the parts next to it. Next to it has flare guns. So if let's say you pass a car, you drop your machete, whatever, baseball bat, you drop it next to the car. You enter the house, you see a flare gun. On your way back from the house, you drop the flare gun. And maybe you have a medkit, an excess medkit, you just drop it, okay? That's already, when then something happens there, that's already so much for people to work with, okay? So much. Has flare guns, yeah. Prepare that war zone, get it ready. It's not a loss, there's nothing better for fighters than to come to a spot that has healing and many weapons. If you want to help your fighters, give them a bunch of weapons. Just put 10 weapons on a point and they will time out Jason right there if they have enough healing. Now step by step, police. So I told you you need 3 people, right? Person 1. Well, they have this person 1 and 2 and person 3. His job is easy. Sits at the phone. Makes sure, if he can, that he cannot be shifted to. That he cannot be shifted from the outside. Okay, he's one point of vulnerability. Because person 1 and 2, they are defending the phone box. They don't have the capacity to come in time if there is coming a shift. Best bet is, before you press E, drop firecracker. Now person 1 and 2. Well, technically this can be one person, but then you need pocket knives, okay? So let's say you're not using the tech to avoid and Jason is here, right? So now there's a trap, you triggered both trap, you healed it. Jason announces himself with music. He's there. Now he's usually instantly gonna try and grab. That doesn't matter. Step 1. Remove traps. Remove traps. Or if you use a test, you start here. Repair objective. Now this is usually done by, don't let Mr. Bugsy with one in do it. This is under pressure. Get your Deborah in on the action. Get the AJs in, repair objective. Now the phone box is active, right? What can Jason do? So to interrupt the call, he can destroy the fuse box. For all he has to do is go to the fuse box and hit it once. Alright, then it has to be repaired again. To prevent that, person 1 and 2 go into combat stance and block, sitting right in front of it. Body block the phone box. That means Jason now cannot go into the animation that is required to break the box and fucking slap the shit out of him. Remember, you have thick skin and stuff. What you need to achieve here is 2 stunts. What also is very solid technique is to use. Now the reason if you cannot reach the phone box in time, right, or he grabs someone and then if he's already in position, you need the flare gun because your melee attacks cannot interrupt the phone box hit. They can, but they will never make it in time. However, the flare gun is way faster than a swing. You just click right, left click, the shot is out. So you can that is why the flare guns are important. They can interrupt the phone box destruction in time reliably, while melee attacks cannot. Okay? But like if it's all clean, if you're ready on the box and you don't need the flare guns, 2 stuns is what you need to get enough time for person 3 to call. And that's the whole magic, that's the whole magic. That's why there's no need. So after this is then done, okay, you're in a fighting situation. You have 3 people and 1 Jason. If you're really not that guy that wants to go into an epic fighting journey, alright, split into 3 directions, 5 minutes the police is there, 3 minutes if someone had the thing, but at least no matter what Jason does, he has no options. If you're sitting on the phone box, you cannot destroy it, and if you close the door, or like if, let's say, person 1 has a pocket knife, he sits on the phone box, and person 2 sits in the entrance. Like say the doors are usually broken, right? He sits at the entrance. That would allow the shift to person 3. There's absolutely nothing Jason can do in time. Even if he grabs you, if he kills you, it's over. The police call is made. Alright? That's it. You have a pipe? Are you in on the memes?
Oh,
Pipe
you know I
prepared.
have the dankest memes, my friend. Dankest.
See? He's ready with the pipe. Okay, you can join the hit squad.
Okay.
Easy, this is getting consistent.
I have a map.
I have a map also.
Get ready to call. Get inside. You
chasing.
call the police.
He's chasing Cookie?
Call the police! Call the
Get
the
inside.
police!
Get inside.
Got it.
Nah, we'll protect.
No, you.
Oh shit! Oh, rest in pepperonis!
Jesus Christ, man! What
Oh,
are you
shit.
doing?
Go, 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 go,
Go
I'm
inside
gonna
that
die,
one.
rest.
No, I got it. I got it.
Pappus, I'm blocking
Calling,
you.
calling,
You
calling, 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 calling. Oh, guys, should I
okay.
kill this
Second
Deppa?
stun. I'm blocking more. Pappus.
Okay,
I
it's
can't
done,
open
it's done.
anything.
One
I
guys.
can't open anything.
Okay, easy.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
Do I have to kill you too?
What's my bet?
I'm gonna
It's
die.
behind you. It's behind you.
No, I'm switching to pipe.
Switching to pipe.
Okay, let's
Pipe
bully
acquired.
him. Let's
Okay,
bully
I
him.
take all the bad.
Okay, I'm just blocking it.
Okay, maybe.
Grab me. It should be okay. Pocket knife.
Oh, knife. Okay, nice. I got it.
I'm getting coming back inside.
Weapons in here. Baseball. I use both my crackers.
And the car is just the same. How does the car work? Same, right? Car. Remove or circumvent traps after it has been set up, of course. Oh, one stun per part. Unless you have two repairer, then one stun is enough. One stun per part. One stun to start. One stun to let people in. Okay, do not let people. How does the car get broken? Like, Jason has a couple of methods. If he slaps the driver from the outside with a melee weapon, he will reset the starting progress. Well, that doesn't lead anywhere though. He will usually try to grab the driver out, right? So what can he do? Again, you body block the driver's seat. Okay, if you're sitting with your block up next outside the car, he cannot grab the guy in the car, and it will safely start. Now, if you have a second person there, the moment you are grabbed, he's hitting Jason out of it, right? There's no big deal about it. Now then the car started, one more stun and you are all home free. But as I said, please use the car as a distraction tool. Now the clips will show, I will add some clips that will show you everything in action, and then you're good to go.
White Knight chat activated.
Why not dropping that shit for La Chapa?
No,
He's going. He's going. Easy DPS.
Can you just drop the fuel?
Yo, drop it.
Fucking drop it on the ground.
Hold Z, look.
Z.
Take this, take this.
Look. Okay, we need to.
Wait,
Kim, let her get hey.
No. Holy shit.
No,
Holy
just,
shit.
there it is on the ground. Now we rescue her.
No. Shit.
No, pick it up, Jim.
I'm saving it.
Okay.
Okay, here, Pappus, here. I just wanted to rescue it.
Get the baseball bat. Alright. It should probably have 2 hits left because you're holding it now. Get the stun. Chat, combat stats.
Stun is not in.
La Chapa is still down.
Stun is in.
It's already in.
Okay, female.
Keys.
Oh,
Isn't it-
I have keys.
What's the
I
key?
have keys.
We don't have battery.
We don't have battery though.
Oh, I thought you had the battery.
Hey,
chat.
drop that flare gun.
Female.
Kev,
Female, follow us.
drop it. We need these guns. You think we stack them
Polly,
for no reason?
Vanessa. Let's go.
Okay, you got one more hit left with the bat.
Bat has like one more
Wait,
stun.
Vanessa. Oh, no. It's
So we
okay.
need a battery and no one's searching for it.
Battery's
Oh, we have-
in. Battery's
battery.
in.
You get the battery.
Drop
Drop
it.
the battery.
Drop it on
Drop
the
it.
ground.
Drop it.
Drop
You can't
it.
fix it.
No, look.
Drop it.
Oh,
The next guy.
God.
What is with people with 1 repairs trying
It's
to?
okay,
Yo,
just
they
go
act-
away from
they,
him.
they're not just
Slum
one
guy.
intelligence
Love the slum
characters.
guy.
They
Slum
actually
guy.
have 1 intelligence.
Let's just move away
Oh,
from
they
Jay.
changed that. Instead of 1
Let's-
intelligence,
let's
it's called
just watch
repair
him.
now.
Let's just watch him fix it.
Oh my god, this Jason. You know someone's repairing the car, right? Holy shit. Holy shit, this Jason.
I broke my shit. I don't care. It's still not fixed. It's fixed.
It's fixed.
Where's the keys? Okay.
I'm
You got
the
it.
driver. I will mount
I'm
you.
grabbing a flare gun if they're not all stolen. There's one
Where
flare
to
gun
mount?
left.
Where to mount?
Here, where I am right now. This little hill. No. With that, we come to an end. I know it has been a 30-minute journey roughly for you. Like, keep in mind these videos are not for me, they are for you. So if you have critiques, if it's, too long, let me know. But the design of the videos currently is to make them long and like fundamentally correct, so you don't have to watch 5 or 6 guides, with tips, small tips and tricks, which end up taking you an hour. But like, rather I designed them one big chunk so that you only need to watch it once. You're good to go on that topic, alright? Of course I could make the video 2 minutes long to A, B, C, D, here you go. But this video had 2 purposes. First, take your fear of opposing Jason. Make it personally, like, absolutely valid, in your mind to oppose him. And secondly, to showcase a couple of new techniques. Now with this is your entry into combat, right? And that will be the next guide. If you have critiques, put them down. If you have questions, put them on Twitch and YouTube, Reddit, personal message. I usually answer them within a day. I'm available for you guys, and I hope you learned a lot.